Basically, what Proverbs 3, 9, and 10 is saying is that when it comes to your money, God gets the very first and God gets the very best. It's first fruits giving. It's from off the top, and it's what the Bible calls first fruits. It's the very best of what you have. And then what the scriptures do is that it attaches a blessing to giving. It says, if you'll honor the Lord with your wealth, give God the very first and the very best, then your barns will be filled with plenty and your vats bursting with wine. And some of you are saying, I don't have a barn or a vat, so I don't need to give. Basically, he's saying you will experience blessing in your life when you are obedient to the Lord in the area of giving. I've seen it be financial blessing in most cases, but there are other kinds of blessing. This is the only area of your life when it comes to giving to the Lord where God says, test me. Malachi 3:10, he says, test me in this. Just try me. Just try tithing and see what happens. See if I don't open up the floodgates and bless you. And I don't even care where you give it. Did I just say that? I care a little bit where you give it. But you don't want to give it here? Don't give it here. Just try it. Just try giving and see what happens. What giving is an invitation for God to get involved in your finances. You say, well, I'm in debt. Should I give if I'm in debt? It depends. Do you want God involved in your finances before or after you get out of debt? Giving is an invitation. It's a way for you to say, God, I want to honor you with my wealth. I want to be obedient to you in this area of giving. You don't give him the leftovers. He's not the bottom of the priority list. He's the top. If someone came over to your house for dinner, you wouldn't serve them leftovers unless they were from Roby, right? You would give them the very best, choicest meats. You would use the Perini steak rub. That's very expensive, but you would bring it out. If that's true of the guests that come into our home, then why is it that we would give God leftovers in our budget? You honor the Lord with your wealth. You give first. Proverbs 11:24. One gives freely, yet grows all the richer. Another withholds what he should give, and he only suffers want. In other words, money was meant to flow in one hand, flow out the other. And when you let money flow, you end up becoming wealthy. But if you're tight-fisted with your money, money can't get in, money's not getting out, and you never build wealth in that way. Money wasn't meant to be held on to tight-fisted. You can't be tight-fisted with your money and be obedient to the Lord and experience wisdom when it comes to your finances. Honor the Lord with your wealth. You give first. The second thing is saving.